I want to talk a little bit about this Camila Stalker incident before we start with the anime stuff. So there's been a clip of her, I haven't seen it yet, it's 10 minutes long. Camila explains the Stalker story in full. And that's always been something that it's always been like one of the biggest drawbacks of being a content creator. It's the swatting, the doxing, and the stalking. And that's always been a big fear of mine. So I'm like obsessively fascinated with this, not in a good way, but just because I'm like, oh my god, this is so terrifying. This is nightmare fuel, guys. So let's see what Camila has to say about this incident.
I can tell you guys everything that happened. I mean, I could just start from the beginning, I suppose. It just all started when, I was collabing with Evil. I wasn't live at the time, but I was on Evil's channel. And there's a part when Evil is talking to me, and you can see my model kind of go limp for a little bit. Because I heard a knock on my window, so I jumped out of my seat. And I was like, what the heck was that? You can't hear me say anything, but I just jumped out of my seat and I muted. And I heard it, and I just didn't know what happened. But then when I looked through the like the security system.
No, I don't know what propels you to do something like this. And oh my god, a knock on my window would freak me out. It would freak me out so much. There's this knock knock sound that, you know, when we were reacting to clips, some clips had this knock knock sound, and it always jump scares me as well.
System that we have, there was no one. So this was like a knock on the window and then a runaway. Like, they knocked and then they walked away, so that there was no one there. So I was like, what the fuck? Okay, so then I just assumed, guys, that it was like a kid being stupid. You know, like a ding-dong ditch situation. So I kind of just ignored it, and then I went back to doing my thing, and nothing happened for the rest of the day. Literally nothing happened. And I went to sleep just fine, and there was nothing. There was no, like, detection on the, like, motion detectors that we have. And then the next day when I went live, that's when it happened. He came back, and then when I was live again, he only wanted to interact with me when I was live or on someone else's channel, I guess. But, yeah, I heard a big bang on some door. I didn't know what he was banging on at first, but that first initial one was the first one that we heard. And then I'm dumb. I'm really stupid. I muted my microphone because if there was something going on, I didn't want you guys to hear anything, because I feel like that would have been horrible to listen to. You know what I mean? Let's say something did happen and then you heard absolute catastrophe in the mic. I did not want that. For people to listen to that. So I muted it, in case anything happened. Because I didn't want you guys to be scared. It was scary. I ran to my mom to see if she was okay the first thing, and she was fine at the moment, and she was just looking on the cameras that we have. She was looking on the cameras, and she said she saw him, and he had a fucking sledgehammer. He had a sledge. He didn't look like he had any weapons. but he was trying to come in with a sledgehammer. It didn't look like anything crazy. It was just like a stupid fucking sledgehammer that you can just get from anywhere. You know what I mean? Like Home Depot or something. But he was banging on our garage with it, and that's what that loud noise was.
A sledgehammer sounds like a gruesome weapon. Like, there's a level of detachment when you shoot somebody with a gun, I feel. Because it's like you press a button, but a sledgehammer? That's a psycho weapon. I mean, they're both psycho weapons, but it's crazy. It's crazy. A handheld weapon seems more personal. Yeah, like what the fuck? Someone once trying to break into my apartment while I was sleeping. Well, there's several layers of security. I don't know. I used to have like some swords and stuff, but I don't have them with me right now. I left them at my parents' house. Maybe I'll have to bring them back. I need a katana, sharpened and created by the greatest samurai in Japan. The sharpest katana you guys can find. The weeb weapon. I don't know, are we allowed to have guns in Canada? Maybe if I have a hunting permit. And my dad does have a hunting permit because he hunts a lot. I want a pink one. Long guns are easy to get. Yeah, once I barricaded myself inside my parents' house because I was paranoid. I don't know why. I was working like night shifts and I went through like an episode where I became paranoid, and I remember I taped, like I used the swords to barricade my windows and stuff at another place I lived in. Anyway, let's finish watching the clip.
Because our garage is connected to our house, so he was trying to come in from there, I guess. I don't know. But as soon as we heard that initial bang, I pressed it just because.
Yeah, how do you get those buttons, by the way? And like, what does it do? What is this emergency button she's talking about? It's something you have installed on your desk, and it's like a hotline to the cops, is what I've been told. But like, does it buzz the cops and they just show up? Or do you have to talk to them and tell them what's going on? Oh, it's just a security system? Same thing old folks have? Oh, like if they fall off their chair and they can't get up or something, they like press the button? Or if something happens to them? I didn't know that was a thing. Yeah, but can't you get fined by the cops if you call them and like nothing happens? What if I get scared because somebody's like knocking on my door and then they show up and it's like nothing and they get mad at me? You can text the police? No shot. I wonder why he didn't try the front door with a sledgehammer. You break down a door a lot easier. Have you broken down a lot of doors? How do you know this? Well, you still need considerable strength. Maybe he, it depends how strong he is, right? Okay, you probably get warned first. Okay, so I wouldn't get a fine. Dude, I want that. I'm gonna look into that. If I'm ever rich, the first thing I'm getting is a panic room, and there's going to be a lot of champagne in it in case I gotta be locked in there for several months. Some DVDs, a TV, hopefully access to internet, or I don't know what I'll do.
And so my mom and I were hiding. I'm not gonna say where, but we were hiding. And yes, guys, we have a weapon.
Oh my god, wait. That's so scared. I think it's one thing to be scared for your life. It's another thing completely. Oh my god, that thought that flashes through your head. Oh my god, what if he hurt my parents? What if he hurt my mom? And they were hiding from him in the house. That's how terrifying it is. And even after that, even after the event is done, thinking about it, imagining if something happened, to a parent or a loved one, just thinking about that thought you have or that image that you have, it's terrifying. It's horrible. It's horrible. No one should have to go through that ever.
On Twitter we're saying, oh, well, that's why you're supposed to get a firearm. Yes, we have a firearm. We do. I know how to use it too. Literally for moments like these is why I even learned how to use it. I've went to shooting lessons with my dad very often in the past, so I know how, just in case we need to protect ourselves. I'm telling you, we have like the most insane security imaginable, and I'm so glad that we did, because I really don't know what would have happened if we didn't. So I encourage any other streamer and VTuber to please invest in that kind of stuff. If you have the money, it's very worth it.
Jeez.
Why did my iPhone just try to read out my location? What the fuck?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
My iPhone also did something like that the other day while I was streaming.
What the fuck? What
So
the
dumb.
fuck? Why did you do that phone? What the fuck? Oh my god.
I think I muted.
I'm not even fucking kidding. What the fuck was that? What? Did you hear her say, "you're at"? And then I started screaming.
It's Siri. I fucking hate that. I hate Siri.
God, get away from me!
That's yesterday's. This is just a tangent, but yesterday I was. Okay, my dog, he does this new thing where he goes to another room and starts barking at me. So I was like yelling at him to stop barking from like the other room. And instead of yelling his name, I yelled Alexa. I was like, Alexa, stop! And I was watching a show and she just stopped my TV and shut it down. I was like, oh no, that's not what I was trying to do. I'm sorry, Alexa, I wasn't talking to you. I'm just so used to saying Alexa out loud.
Anyways, let me continue the story, I guess. Sorry, I'm freaking shaking again in my bootsies. Yeah, so, I was hiding with my mom with the weapon, and the cops, it was so perfect. Thankfully, there was cops in the area. Black pink in your area. They were cruising around. I mean, okay, in my area, people are cuckoo crazy drivers. I swear there are alcoholics left and right with how crazy people drive around me. So there's always police patrolling the area anyways, which is good. It's good. So as soon as I pressed the panic button, they were there in like 10 minutes, which was really good. Really, really good. We were hiding and it was kind of quiet. There was no sound happening besides him, party rocking outside my house. And then we heard the sirens. And then he stopped. And then, they caught him. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. So...
10 minutes is not very good, you guys are saying? Well, what if the police station is like more than 10 minutes away? What if you live in a rural area and there's like just one police station kind of far? But that's shorter than I get my McDonald's order.
It's crazy because I don't believe he tried to run or anything when they pulled up.
Your house got shot at? What the it took them 30 minutes and your house got shot at? What the fuck? That's crazy.
Think that he did? Cops never mentioned anything of that sort to me. But yeah, he was trying to break in my house with a sledgehammer. What his motives were, I don't know. I do not know. But yeah. There's that. I told my family to pack their bags. And I packed my bags and we skedaddled immediately.
Oh my god. Yeah.
We heckin' skedaddled. We are not in the home. We didn't really talk much with the cops. After the whole situation happened. it was just like, are you guys okay? Blah, blah, blah. And we were just really freaking shaken up, so we didn't really want to talk much anyways. But the cops said that they would keep us updated with, you know, everything that went on and stuff afterwards. Because we were leaving. So, yeah. Gave him my number, and the cops informed me yesterday that he actually put a tracker in one of my gifts. I'm surprised he even admitted to it. I feel like some person...
Was he from the same state? Dude, he admitted to it. I wonder if he traveled to her, if he came from there. I thought it was an opportunity crime, but this seems premeditated. Like, he admitted to it, so he doesn't even realize he's doing something wrong, maybe.
Who is doing something no bueno as this was. I would have never expected him to admit what he did, but he did.
The fuck?
He said to the cop that I saw her at a convention and I gave her something and there is a tracker on it. And so, yeah. I've told family to get rid of the box full of gifts, and I think they're gonna check them all for tracking devices. Even then, I don't believe I'm gonna keep it. Unfortunately, holy freaking shit, what the... Guys, no.
What is this dog?
Sean Combs, aka P.
Yeah, him admitting to this shows how disconnected he's become, how far gone he is. That's crazy. I hope she can say more about this. We'll see what's going on anyway. I feel my heart goes out to Camila. This is a really tough and traumatic situation, and I hope she can bounce back from this. Hey, you! Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that bell button, and I'll see you in the next video.